Hello and welcome to Countryside Knitting. My name is Merete and this is a bonus now in Advent before Christmas. Now I am in the building we call Elhuset. It's a very small house beside or at the back of the main building on this farm. And I have put my electrical lights on. And now the Advent begins, and I really look forward to it. And Janne and I have planned to make one episode every Sunday in Advent. And this is the first. And we may not have a lot done in between every time, so we will talk a little bit about what we have done earlier years, show you what we take out of our boxes when we prepare for Christmas. Maybe a little bit about books and music and so on. And now, but because we live in two different islands on the west coast of Norway, we edit this together into one episode. And now you will be here with me first, and then I will send you over to Janne. I really enjoy Christmas and I enjoy thinking about Christmas. But I don't decorate very early. So when I may even start listening to some of the Christmas music in September, I have to admit, I wait until, by decorating the tree, I don't do it until the 23rd of December. But now I have some preparations I want to share with you, and some of the things I do rather early is that I find a couple of books, and one of the books that I read at least at the beginning of every December is this. It may be translated, it wouldn't surprise me. It's the Norwegian author Jostein Gaarder. He has written some really famous children's books, and this is a children's book, but also for adults. I have read it to my children. I don't think every year I manage to come to the end of the book, but I myself I read it a couple of times all the way through, because the chapters are a little bit long, and you know how it is when it comes closer to Christmas. It's a Christmas mystery, and it's the main part of the story, or the plot, is a girl traveling backwards in time until she comes to Bethlehem, and when Jesus is born. So this is a book with a Christian Christmas, because Christmas is different things to different people. That's okay with me, but this is not about so much Santa Claus and all that things. It's the Christian story, which is a part of our culture that I think every child should know something about, even though if you believe in it or not. So it's a story with a story inside of it, and the story, the frame is a boy that finds a calendar in a very old calendar, handmade in a bookstore. When he opens it, it reveals small pieces of paper with a story on it. So it's a story inside the story. And this book is this edition is very nice because it is like a calendar. So I can open like this. And inside there is the real story about Elizabeth, who travels back in time, and she meets every person and lamb and angel that is in the Christmas or the story about how Jesus was born. Jostein Gaarder is very good when he takes something that is a bit dry maybe, or for adults, and he uses other words, and he puts on a kind of a way to tell it that appeals to children and me. So this is a very good book. I can read one chapter every day of December, if I have the time. Something else that I usually, I have spoken in this countryside knitting also many times, I think at least a couple of times, is this book. I bought it more than 20 years ago, and it is a notebook for me to fill in what my family does every day in December. I can write recipes, I can put in photos, I can write what we ate, who was there. Guests can write some kind of notes and so on, and greetings. And there are a lot of nice photos. No, I mean illustrations. Well, this is the Christian Christmas, and then we have more like the traditional with winter motifs. There are a lot of it looks like Santa Clauses. All the persons here look like Santa Claus. I think this is a treasure to my family, and I hope that my children will make one themselves when they get family. I have used this since 2000, and then in 2000 I had our child number 2, so he has all his Christmas documented in that book. Something else that I like to watch, and now I try to be I have the house filled with a lot of things, Christmas things among others, and now I take my old magazines out of the drawers and look at them, because Christmas is about traditions, and we do the same things, we make the same things every year. So this is very much like what is in the shops now. So I try not to buy every magazine every year. And this is about how to decorate with paper, with natural materials, how to cook, how to knit, crochet, a lot of things. I like those magazines, but I don't have to buy them every year. I plan at least not to buy them every year. And we also have, it says Living in the Countryside. It's a magazine, and the Christmas editions I have put aside, and I open them, find them when it's time, and I read them again. And I don't throw them away. And I mean the scenery is very beautiful, and my house is not that tidy, and I don't decorate as much as many of these do, but I like to daydream, and I really enjoy watching all the nice reportages. Is that the name? And I also have some patterns. These are decorations for the Christmas tree. It's crochet. It's old, really old, and I have some patterns from Arne Carlos. I usually make a Christmas ball or 2 or 3 or more. So I take this up on the table and look at them, and what I don't manage to do, I just dream I'm doing. That's also a kind of a pleasure. We recorded the previous episode 1 week ago, so I haven't done a lot since then. But this is going to be a Christmas present. I think I showed them to you, but now they're a little bit better looking. I have ironed them in a way. And I'm working on the next pair, because my family really love to get socks to Christmas. So this is another pair. It's a vanilla sock. The yarn makes everything itself. I just have to know how to make the shape, and the yarn does all the other things itself. So, and this is number 2. And I still have at least 2 more to go to make. Something else that I have done that is finished is the cowl, and the cowl has the name Hansgarn, which is very nice. It's a design from Janne. This is made in a yarn that is 100 meters per 50 grams. So it's a little bit thicker. And it's the same yarn as in the shawl you're going to see very soon. It's merino alpaca polyester blend, and that's the brown, and the other one is Charisma superwash wool from Drops. This is a rather easy knit. You have to keep your eyes, of course, in the diagram, but it's not difficult. I think this is going to be a Christmas present for my husband, maybe. I'll just have to think a little bit. And I had a shawl. I started the shawl I think 1 month ago, and I wanted to have it red, like Christmas red. And this is an English pattern called Some Me Time Shawl by Jorge Locatelli, that you should check out if you haven't. It's a triangular shaped shawl, and this is what it looks like when it's finished. It's a very easy pattern. It is Gaarder in the beginning, and then we have this that I haven't checked up what is the name of that. It's super easy. I think the way she writes it in the pattern is a little bit, I just had to think a little bit before I understood it, but it's super easy. So this is something I can wear now that it's December. I can wear it, of course, all year around, but now especially. And what I'm wearing today is my Vossa kofte. That's a cardigan from Voss, very close to Bergen in Norway, and this is one of our traditional patterns. And you can see there are, how to show you, a lot of charts repeated. When I knitted this, I really had to think to make it not to mess up what is where. And I have one more project to show you, and I haven't done anything on it for quite some time, but now I have to take it out of the project bag again. And this is a Heart of the Forest sock by Sofia Capelle. This is the ultimate Christmas sock, I think. I use a superwash yarn called Sisu. It's a Norwegian yarn, and I have old and new versions. So this is from my pile of yarn. It is not very difficult because you repeat a rather small part, and now I have done the heel, and now it's super easy, and then I have to do one more, of course. But this is something I'm going to knit now. Another thing that I have, I was given, and I'm sorry for the sound, I will try to show you. These are gingerbreads from Latvia. I had a guest here yesterday, and she gave me gingerbread, and she's from Latvia. I also had a very nice book that I didn't bring with the Latvian mittens in it. I'll show you later on. So I'm going to enjoy myself with some Latvian very thin gingerbreads. I love Latvia. I have been there quite some times, and I have a lot of friends there. And then I said we have a knit along that I should have been started to participate myself, and that's the festive sweater or cardigan by Skeindeer knits. And I showed you in the latest or the previous episode that I was wondering to use this, and I have decided to use this. And this is going to be my contrast color, so then the trees, the Christmas trees, will be like the snowy ones. This will be a main color, and this is the contrast color. This is an old color, not in production anymore, but I have a lot of it. I have enough. It's 100% Norwegian wool, 2-ply. Ask. Difficult to get hold on outside of Norway, I have understood. But you can use finull and a lot of different, that kind of yarn. And if you want to join, take a look in our Ravelry group. We have a chatter thread and a finished object thread. And if you join Skeindeer's Skeindeer year garment year, all year around, knit along, I don't remember the word, you can join ours as well. And if you have started, it's not a problem. You can take, if you just haven't finished, you can put your project into our thread and we will draw some prizes. And we have decided that knit along will last all the way until the 1st of February, because I need some more time. Well, I think this was it from me. I hope you write some comments after when Janne has also shown what she's doing. We love to read your comments, and we always answer if not anything technical happens. Sometimes comments disappears in the air. That happens to every YouTube channel I know about, and it's really frustrating. But please write a comment and I'll write back to you. So I hope you have a nice Advent, and if you have a lot of things to do and you see that you don't manage to do all the things that you want, just relax and think that you can daydream. Maybe you can do this next year. Maybe daydreaming is enough. You cannot daydream everything, of course. But the stress level should be just medium, not too high. So then I think I say bye from me, and then you will head over to Janne, and then the episode is finished for today. So now Janne, it's your turn.
Hello and welcome to Janne on second floor. We should travel to the cabin this morning, but the ferry is not going because it's trouble. So I just played this in. So I have been knitted a lot of doll clothes, and I started on a new collection. I made a sweater, and I have made a balaclava. I don't know what it's called in English, but I think you see what it is. This is from before, and I have now made this. So, and I made a dress. So I am writing pattern on this day. So it came, I will believe it came on the new year. I don't think I have enough time to Christmas. But I'm knitting on sweater to my grandchild. I have made a pattern, and the pattern is in 2, 4, 6 years, and now I take it up to 8 years. The pattern is my own, and I have made them. I haven't given it out. It's in Norwegian, and this is the sweater, and this is the pattern. I call it, I can't call it Lego because that's a register name. So I called it Byggekloss, that's in Norwegian, another name, but it will, you see, I try to make it like a Lego. This is, and this is one sleeve. So I'm nearly finished. It's in 8 years. I have to knit, I believe, so much longer. It's almost up to, I think, 40 centimeters. The 8 year is his long, and his long arms, clips, his long arms. So I think it's soon finished. I take it with me in the cabin this weekend. So That's one of the sweaters. And I have one in 4-year. I knit all the sweaters once more. This is in 4-year. This is in scrap yarn. See, I have lots of color, so I knit this in scrap yarn. I buy the turkeys. So, and I have once more in 2-year. This is in 2 years, and this is merino from Sandnes in this color. I have I think I started on the sleeves. No, I don't. It's almost at 8 year I'm starting on sleeve. I have one in 4-year, but I think it's on my place downstairs. And I am knitting on mittens, new mittens. This is from a pillow I have made, and I started to make one in leftover. I have to do leftover, and this is 3 color of blue, and it's nature. No, I think it's white in the bottom. It's in Fidul from Rauma. So I have nearly one more, and I will take this to my cabin this weekend and knit it finish. So in my Christmas bag, and yesterday I bought yarn, Finull from Rauma. And green and red. I will make a Christmas blanket to myself in corner to corner and corner to corner fillet. I have drawn it, and I have to start because I hope it will be like it is in my head. But I don't know. This is my Christmas. I made. I will knit some Barbie clothes to my not my youngest. She's 8 years. So I will show you when I have started. And I am wearing my Christmas jacket from Anne Kjerstin Hegdal. She's a designer on the neighbor island. I knit this 2 years ago, and I used it in the last days of November and all December. The 1st of January, it's in the cabin. It's now not in the cabin. It's in the closet. So I like this. This is in Finull from Rauma, and I have a border in the bottom, and I don't have buttons. I don't take it, my jacket. I just have it like this. But you can see it's fit me, but I don't close it. So I think, and I am knitting on my blanket. I have knitted so much since the last episode. I knit something, a bit now and a bit then. It's I have it here in my big bag. and just beside my chair in the second floor. So that's all from me this time. Bye.